Hey everybody, this big old bag just arrived. Let's get it open and see what we got in there. Alright, what is that? M-9 Bayonet. Who's it from? Does it say anywhere? Huh. I thought it would say on the box. Well, it's SZCO, so it says it's 12 and 7/5 inches overall. Hard ABS handle, sawback, heavy gauge, stainless steel blade with fuller, heavy duty military sheath. We'll be the judges of that. Can't get it to go back together. Alright. Wow, that package. Okay. First thing I'm noticing is the polymer sheath, the handle, and the pouch look gray. I don't know if that's foliage green. To me, that's gray. But you do have olive drab on the outside nylon stitching and on these two straps, which is kind of unique. This is all olive drab back here. Got a knockoff Bianchi style belt clip there. And of course, you can leave this part on your belt so that you don't have to take everything apart, or on your pack, however you have it hooked up. And then it just clips back on. And there's a sharpening stone. Pretty legit. All right. And has the little flathead screwdriver on the end. It looks like it has the wire cutter attachment. And it's got the attachment to your bayonet lug. Got a big old Velcro and snap pouch. That gray color is kind of unique. I like that. All right, this has like a weird rectangle fuller on it, which is unusual. It says stainless China, because this is just a SZCO knife out of China. This side doesn't say anything, but I do see it as a fuller on both sides, which is unique for a bayonet. This is a low saber grind, goes down to a secondary edge. And it feels fairly little toothy, but like it might be sharp. Now this one, yeah, it does. It's kind of got that bayonet chisel style, where this side's real flat, and then this side is the side that has the taper on it. So that's pretty cool. Got a unique saw, more like a Rambo knife saw. Easy this way, catches real hard on this, so that means it cuts on the pull. When you're pulling it towards you is when it cuts. Pretty aggressive saw. Okay, you put this on here like this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Wow, it's tight. Yeah. Oh well. Let me get it back off if I can. Jesus, that's tight. Might have to file this down a little bit. But in theory, it's supposed to go on and clip wire. This feels really lightweight compared to my Buck M9 Phrobis bayonet, and compared to my Rothko bayonet, and compared to my Ontario bayonet. All right, we're looking at just about 7 inches on the cutting edge, about 6 7/8, 13 inches overall, 4 3/4 on the handle, all pretty bayonet standard. Just about 1.5 on the width, just over 3/8, but under a half. Is this a 1/4 inch thick like most of them are? Just a hair under a 1/4. Like it's a very small 1/4, but it is a 1/4 of an inch. There's no point in claiming it's smaller. Like some lean to the fat side of the 1/4 line. This one leads to the leaner side. Maybe that's why it feels lighter weight. Has the same setup inside. I think this is a 3-piece, if I remember correctly, compared to a regular bayonet. So there's that. There's online pictures of it and stuff, so you can see how this one looks. This will absolutely strike a ferro rod. That's very grippy, very sharp edge, but you can reach over it, use it for like fine detail cutting, use it like a choil. Yeah, this would strike a ferro rod up here too. So would the saw. So would this chisel top. Not bad. Is the strap would go up there. About 11.4 ounces, 11.5 ounces. The sheath with the knife is 1 pound, 8.4 ounces. And the knife all by itself is 13 ounces. In grams, you're looking at 368 grams for just the knife. Knife and sheath, 690 grams. Sheath all by itself, 321 grams. Okay, I got a sheet of printer paper here. Here is the knife out of the package. See if China could put an edge on it. Not too bad. It's not great, but it's better than the Rothko, and it's better than the Ontario. Both of them arrived super thick behind the edge and very dull. This feels like a hollow grind. It's definitely a hollow grind. It's not super steep, but that explains why it's sharper, more like the Buck 184 Phrobis. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. An affordable bayonet option to throw on your AR, you know. But let's see here. Do some knife size comparisons, I guess. Here it is beside a Moragarberg in carbon steel. This is the old original Moragarberg. This is just a bushcraft knife, so not a great comparison there. Here it is beside a Glock field knife, which is also a bayonet. You can see there's quite the size difference there. Now, I think I did this already. I can't remember. I've been doing multiple knife reviews today, so this is it beside the M-9 Phrobis 3 Buck 188 blackout version. Now this is lighter than the Buck, not by much. I mean, I guess they feel similar. This feels, let me check that. I think this feels a hair heavier, but very similar. The Buck also has a hollow grind, which gives it a much better edge. Different saws though. This has more like that file type bone saw, and the fuller only on this side. Whereas this one has more like a notch saw, but it has a deep fuller on both sides that's rectangle, got square edges. So there's that. And as you can see, get this strap out of the way. The Buck has like a very dark, earthy olive drab kind of green color. And this is kind of a really dark earth olive drab, whereas this is more gray. I don't know if it's showing up as much, but maybe you can see it there. Like the SZCO is more leaning to the gray side, and this is leaning more to like a dark earthy olive drab kind of color. So, which is more like the Glock knife. Also having a brain fart here. All right. Here it is beside a Recon Scout, which is an awesome knife. So you can see pretty similar in size, except this is thick as a tank. But yeah, if you want a really decent budget-friendly M9 bayonet, go with the SZCO. Like, it had a couple little flaws, like perhaps you might have to take a bastard file and smooth this edge out a little bit, just so it fits over this hole here a little better. And this is a little more complicated because it is a 3-piece system in there, because I've seen online pictures and stuff of it. And that third middle piece slides around in there, so you got to put something in there and press it into place, and becomes like a thing, you know. I don't want to deal with it, but you know, for a budget-friendly M9 bayonet, you could probably do worse than this. It feels pretty like stout, you know. And for fighting and stabbing, I mean, I'm sure it'll get the job done. It arrives fairly sharp. That's the, I think it was 420 stainless. They just have it listed as stainless. So, see, there you have it. It is the SZCO M-9 Bayonet. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing review.
This is Joe Doomsday signing out.